Yeah, I just don't have any rhythm at 9:30 a.m. on a Saturday.
You know what is weird though? So I stay up kind of late on Fridays, but logging onto my computer this morning, it's sort of like looking at a time capsule. I'm like, where did I leave off before deciding I was just too tired?
Yeah, so what did you discover?
Well, on my screen here is Stone Cold Steve Austin eating hot wings.
Like a video or a GIF?
Oh, it's a video. I guess he was interviewed on that spicy wing eating show.
Okay, I was kind of just hoping it was a video of just him eating hot wings.
No, it's just by himself. Yeah, I don't know. He was just talking about different wrestlers and eating wings, but it was kind of jarring to log in here and see the Texas rattlesnake ready to munch on a wing.
Yeah.
It's kind of unappetizing. I don't think I would eat wings for breakfast.
Even if you were on hot ones?
I wonder how early they record this shit. Hey, come be interviewed. It's 8 a.m. We got to eat all the hot wings.
We got a 6:30 a.m. slot just for you, The Rock.
I wish they brought their own wings and had to, trade the wings.
You want someone to like prank Sean Evans?
Yeah, like, hey, your spicy awful wing? Here's my spicy awful wing. It's just way hotter.
Do you remember, were you there when I ate the spiciest wing of all time?
Did you eat a spicy wing or did you eat the spicy chip?
No, I ate the spiciest wing of all time. So our mutual friend Zach back in high school, he tried to make us hot wings one time. And I ate one and it did kill me. And I went to find out what hot sauce he used because I was like, what is this? And I went to the ingredients list and the first ingredient was capsicum something or other. And when I Googled it, it brought me to the Wikipedia page for pepper spray.
Okay, that sounds a little more familiar though.
I had a pepper spray wing.
Oh, so did it taste good?
No. This is all to say, I think I could crush hot ones.
I think you could too. There's some like nasty ones on there.
Da bomb.
Yeah, that's the nasty one.
That's the one where people are like, ugh.
Yeah.
This isn't even good.
I would do like a mild version. I would. Yeah, I'd throw myself off a bridge if we were eating, like doing mouth noises in the mic at each other for a recording.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest a video game version of this where we swap video games.
Uh-oh.
Long-winded transition.
We got there.
Yeah, we did. I hope, unless you had a better one, do you want to take a stab at it?
No, I was just gonna
You ever watch Wife Swap?
Oh God.
No, we'll stick with the wing one.
I was just gonna ask that I don't say this too often, but I'm vegan, and if we trade hot wings, if you could just make sure they're vegan, I'd appreciate that.
Oh yeah, he does like cauliflower wings for people.
For Natalie Portman.
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
Really? Paul Rudd's vegan?
I don't know if he's vegan. He just did cauliflower wings.
Okay. Respect.
Yeah.
Game swap. We're kind of bringing a concept this week instead of a video game. Like an abstract concept.
Like a dream.
Like a theory.
I wouldn't take it as a dream, actually. You can do this. It's possible.
Yeah, and it sounds simple at face value. Like, yeah, you trade games. But, okay, so we put this into practice last year, right? We'll use this as an example. I had played Nier Automata and considered it my favorite video game and had no one to talk to about it for 2 years, which led to James and I making this bargain of just like, you're going to play this game and I will play any game of your choice so that you can play my game, my recommendation.
Yeah, and I think the big selling point here was that made me dig down real deep and go, what hasn't anybody talked about me with in forever?
Yeah.
And this was the dawn of the Yakuza franchise, which is now Like a Dragon. We talk about these games every other episode, almost as much as Dragon Quest.
Always.
So I didn't have anyone talk about those games at, and Yakuza 0 it's up there now in my top, and I would actually say Richie Nier Automata is now also in that top 4.
Hell yeah.
So, but we got to swap these games, and we kind of knew we knew we would both have a great time playing each other's game,
Mm-hmm.
and we were able to talk about them. We never actually got together to talk about them, except for maybe in person.
Yeah.
But it was just a lot of people are always yelling at folks to play games. It's like, no, dude, you gotta play this damn game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right, well, what do you have to play then? Stop.
Well, what's in it for me?
Yeah, what do I get out of this? Yeah, sure, I guess it's a good game, but you seem to be getting off scot-free.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it under one condition.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna play Yakuza 0.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'll play Nier Automata, but dude, you're gonna have to go back to 1988 for me.
Well, do you feel like recommendations, just in general, are hard to do? All right, so I'll say this. Oftentimes when I'm having a conversation with someone and they're recommending something to me, this is what I do. I pull out my notes app on my phone and I note it down so that it looks like it appears as if I'm interested.
You say honestly, dude, I've done that before with the movie recommendations.
Dude, that's the thing. Music recommendations, movie recommendations. It's like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out.
And then they just get overwritten by my grocery list the next day.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to follow up on a recommendation, but not if you're contractually obligated with your best friend.
Yeah, because there's nothing at stake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we're the first 2 people in the world to realize this.
Yeah. No one actually. We should have researched. I want to read an article about the inherent difficulty of all right, so here's my theory. If I had to guess, there's pride in finding something on your own. It's wow, I discovered this band. They showed up on my Spotify playlist and it's my new favorite thing. It's oh, cool. That's a me thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's some pride in that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think there's, I guess there's the pride in finding that. So if somebody else is explaining their experience with that, saying, hey, I found this great thing, now you gotta try it. It's yeah, that's your thing, but I'm still kind of doing my own searching.
Yeah, I didn't find that thing.
Yeah, I didn't find that. Finders keepers.
Losers, sweepers.
Yeah. That band you found, they're used now.
Yeah.
They've already been listened to. No, I think it's a good concept, and I haven't heard at least any of our friends. Nobody else has done this in our group, even though we said it was the best idea ever.
Haven't been able to do it,
and it's it's hard. What do you want to recommend to people? We at least both had 2 of the greatest games of all time, and even critically, a lot of people love these games.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a safe trade.
I guess the other thing though is everyone's tastes are different. My Nier recommendation might not work for one of our Diablo focused friends.
This is a special shout out to Brenton.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Brenton doesn't he explicitly says oh, I don't like a lot of single player games. So I'm not going to be Brenton, you have to play Nier Automata.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a camp of gamers where it's hey, I just finished the old 9 to 5 time to game, and then you hop onto multiplayer stuff all night and get flamed for sucking.
I did that last night with Guilty Gear.
Did you lose? I thought you're the best.
No, I didn't. No. I won. No, I didn't win every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I feel that.
Hey, were both of these, just to kind of touch on Yakuza and Nier, were they both released in 2017?
Yeah, dude.
Was that the crazy year?
Yeah, dude. It wasn't even the crazy year. It was the crazy January to April of 2017.
Yeah.
Do you want the list off the top of my head?
Yeah, off the top of your head, I think I can name a few. So Persona 5,
Yep.
Breath of the Wild,
Yeah.
Nier, Yakuza 0.
Yep. Hollow Knight. Horizon Zero Dawn, technically, which you know my feelings, but
The most unfortunate release schedules of any game series ever.
yeah.
But still, that's huge. Shit, was God of War around there?
That was 2018.
Boo.
Boo.
Do we need to talk about the games we swapped though? Is that a part of this experience?
Like in detail?
Not really in like detail, but like I don't know. Was there anything about Yakuza 0 that made you? I don't know. Did you immediately want to trade for a new game? Did it tell you anything about me that this was a game that I loved that I thought you would love too?
Yeah, I think it was telling. But here's the thing, I already knew. I think at this point I had already played Yakuza Like a Dragon. And I was like, yeah, this is like incredibly up James's alley. I can see why he loves these games. But I think from there, if that's your starting point in the Yakuza series, it's like, well, what do I do next? There's the Kiwamis, there's Zero. Do I go in like numerical order or like the order of the release? And that was a good way for me to just be like, oh yeah, I'll start the main series with Zero, which I don't regret.
Yeah, you can definitely play these things in order. And at this point, I've got the order I would recommend tattooed on my back. You know, I rip off my suit jacket,
and instead of like a beautiful traditional tattoo, it's like scribbled.
Yeah, in like Comic Sans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I recommend playing Kiwami first. Just, if I can at least quickly recommend it to anyone listening.
That's your recommendation.
Yeah, that's my recommendation. Play Kiwami first. That's where you'll learn about the mad dog of, oh God, who the hell did Majima work for? Shimano? Yeah, big bald guy. The mad dog of, and excuse my pronunciation of literally anything in these games.
Yeah, dude.
But Majima.
Majima?
Majima? Yeah, that sounds about right. I know when I first started, I was like, Majima.
Yeah, that's not it.
I know, it's just unfortunate, but playing through enough of them, the cast they have, you kind of pick up on how they say things.
You just absorb it.
Yeah. So you got him and the Dragon of Dojima.
Dang, I got to get back to those games. You know what I did actually? And we're getting off topic, but this is fine. Yeah. After we talked about Yakuza 3, I just downloaded it. And I hadn't finished Kiwami 1 or started Kiwami 2. But when we talked about weird. 3, I was like, yeah, this feels up my alley. I'm going to download it. And I did. And I started it. And I think it is up my alley.
Yeah, definitely hit the driving range. There's like a pretty good golf.
I kind of just wanted to be in Okinawa.
Yeah. The golfing takes place there. But that game has a great like skybox. Mm-hmm. It does look a little, older than the rest, but it's got beautiful skies. The beach looks great. Mm-hmm. What else? The characters are okay. Did you meet like your crew?
Probably not yet.
Okay.
If I had to guess. But I got to get back into it.
Well, luckily that wasn't my recommendation.
Yeah, of this time. Did you similarly learn anything about me and my tastes through playing Nier Automata?
Yeah, I getting through that, I was like, oh, Richie just loves sad robots.
Yeah.
That game is it strikes on a lot of chords, and it's pretty hard to see these robots going through these things because you just want them to hug all the robots. Mm-hmm. Hey, that was a big Did you hear that?
Yeah, you did it.
Did a big
You did an
But I was kind of surprised because the game is very like I was able to turn on all the auto attacks and stuff. I'm not sure if you did these. Like I turned on a lot of auto things.
Yeah.
It was sort of just like bullet hell, hack and slashy. So gameplay wise, I was surprised it was like such a richy game at first, but then plot wise, it seemed right up your alley and then became my alley.
Yeah. Now it's our alley.
Now we share that we're driving in a 2-lane highway.
With 2 different cars.
Oh, there we go. My cat bit me.
Okay, so
there
you did
it
it.
is.
You did an and Ben bit you.
Yep. That's actually how I avoid saying ums through a lot of conversations. My cat has been trained to bite me every time I do.
Yeah. I need a cat like that.
No, you don't.
It saved me on a lot of editing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second part of this conversation is that we're going to do this again. We're going to trade games live on this podcast.
I'm scared.
Going to trade game recommendations. I told you yesterday that I'm lobbing like the biggest kind of softball to you. I really think you're going to like this game.
Okay. Oh, hold on. The baby. I think the baby's doing a jailbreak real quick.
Okay. Do you need to go put him back in jail?
No. Can hear Natalie sprinting towards him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think he saw. Yeah, he learned a new trick where we have a gate at the bottom of the stairs, but it has a little cat door on it.
He goes through the cat door?
No, he stands on top of, like, he figured out he can stand on top of the cat door that's in the center of this gate to climb the whole thing.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Jailbreak.
Yeah, so, okay. You were about to lob me a softball, and then I walked away from the plate.
Yeah. And, hey, strike one.
Babe, better.
Better.
Let me kind of temper what I'm sort of bringing here.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure because like financially, it also seems weird to be like, hey, I need you to spend this money. So I sort of brought a money suggestion.
Okay.
And then outside of that, I went looking on the PlayStation Plus Extra to see if there's anything from like my recommendations that live on there for free that you can play.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm not sure what kind of recommendation you want. What can I swap you?
I want to say, do you want to hit me with both?
I'll hit you with both.
And I'll pick. And I'm just prescribing you one video game.
Yeah, you prescribe me one video game.
Yeah.
I'm okay. As long as it's not $70.
Dude, okay, so the game I'm going to suggest to you, it's on sale at the PlayStation Store for $2.99, I think.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good price.
Kuukiyomi, Consider It.
Buddy, now you're speaking my language.
Do you know this one?
No.
Okay.
What is this?
Kuukiyomi, Consider It. That's the name of the game that I want you to play, and we're going to talk about this next week.
Okay. Let me go ahead and how do I spell that?
KUUKIYOMI : Consider It.
Consider It. Now, have you completed this game?
Yeah. In one sitting. Took like 40 minutes. Lovely video game.
Okay.
I want to talk about it with you next week.
Okay, so I got my notes down.
Mm-hmm.
I spelled it correctly.
Yeah.
Do you have any like brief synopsis of what this trade is? What am I getting into? What does it look like? Or is this something I should go into blind? Blind as hell.
Okay, I'll try to summarize it in one sentence.
Mm-hmm.
WarioWare, but social situations must be taken account of for. I don't know if that was grammatically correct.
That was cool. So like you have to pluck nose hairs, but if you're on a public train or something, it's not okay.
Totally. That's the video game right there.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. I feel bad about my recommendations now.
All right, well, why don't you hit me with it?
So I'm going to hit you with the free one first.
Okay.
Because I think this is going to be one you're not going to be interested in at all.
Yeah. But it's free.
But it's free and short. Richie, I kind of want you to play Spider-Man. Miles Morales. Mainstream Marvel. But I think I just want you to swing around the big city for a little bit.
Okay.
Did you touch either of the Spider-Man games?
I hadn't. Not much of a Marvel person.
Yeah,
but
that's why I figured you didn't touch it.
That could make for like a really interesting recommendation. I had always felt that like Spider-Man would be the series that I would be most interested in because it's a little more grounded in like humanity and not like multiverse shit, I guess.
Yeah, Miles Morales is a very compelling character in his own right, just story-wise. But throw all that out the window.
Yeah.
I just want you to have a full-scale New York City that you can just swing from, like, jump. Once you get in there, get on top of the Empire State Building, jump right off, and just swing across the city. Go have a nice time through Central Park.
Okay, yeah. No, this sounds like a very considered, like, Richie-focused recommendation, because I do love cities.
And follow up the game is about 4 hours long.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is like the follow-up, right?
Yeah, it's technically the sequel, but it's Miles Morales makes like a brief appearance in the first game as a boring stealth character. Like, he does like tech stuff. But towards the end of that, he too gets bit by a spider. Spoilers. And now he gets his own little story, and he's a man of the people. It's a very good character, and the villain stuff is really interesting too. So that is fun, but in terms of gameplay, it's probably the most fun I had with the PS5 since Astro's Playroom.
Dang, that says a lot.
It's got a good game feel.
Okay, noted. Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Yep, this is the free, short, fun. I let Marvel spoon feed me the bullshit. So
sure.
This is me giving you a little treat.
Yeah. Okay.
But here's the money one.
Yeah.
13 Sentinels. Aegis Rim.
13 Sentinels. Hope I spelled that right.
Now this is a game Sega. But it's Atlas and Vanillaware.
Okay.
Vanillaware is famous for nothing but hand-drawn games. So they did Odin Sphere, Dragon Crown, Grim Grimoire. That's a game that just came out.
Okay.
It's like a re-release. But anyway, they're beautiful hand-drawn graphics. But in this game, you're juggling 13 characters. That's all their timeline. Like, you have one guy who's like fresh off of World War II, other people that are in like 2144, and all their stories are sort of crossing.
Despite being in different time periods.
Yeah. So you go through, it's like really neatly broken up into 3 sections. You have the visual novel story, like investigation bit. And at certain point, characters get gated, and you have to go into the battle mode, which is controlling mechs as waves of aliens come in like a kind of top-down Fire Emblem looking grid kind of thing.
I like Fire Emblem as just like as an adjective.
It's a little Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
But story wise, it's one of the, in terms of like visual novel bullshit I play, it's one of the best like interweaving stories ever.
I've heard that it's buck wild.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot to consider here.
Yeah, that one, it's a widely available game that, because of that, might be like $30.
Yeah. Sometimes I see it on sale and I'm like, should I try that?
Yeah, and I kind of forgot to check if it's on sale. So this is why I thought I would bring the free option, and then here's 13 Sentinels.
So you threw 2 baseballs over the plate.
Yeah, if you have something else,
Oh, to recommend?
just to keep it safe, because I threw the softball, and then I threw slider, knuckleball.
Yeah.
I feel like we made a baseball throwing joke before.
We definitely have. So which one's which? Is Spider-Man? Spider-Man feels like the softball.
Spider-Man is the softball.
13 Sentinels is the knuckleball.
13 Sentinels is the knuckleball because I genuinely think you would love it.
That sounds like the softball then.
But it costs money.
Yeah.
I threw a softball filled with quarters.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think this is, how about you don't have to tell me which one you're going to pick. I think
it a surprise.
Yeah, during the week, bring one of these games next week.
Okay.
And I'll take my time with my 40 minutes.
Yeah. I think there's also Kuukiyomi Consider It 2 and 3 that I might also pick up and play.
All right, if I guess that'll be my surprise. I'll keep going if this game like really, really hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
cool.
right now
excited.
I don't have any of the PlayStation Plus stuff.
Right. I'm
totally unsubscribed and offline.
You don't have Game Pass?
I don't got Game Pass. That's actually been one I've sort of been thinking about picking back up though.
Right.
So it's just like, that's like one way to stay in the know without absolutely destroying your wallet now that games are expensive.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to do a podcast when you can play free games and just talk about the first 20 minutes of them.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the ideas I have. If you ever, I stumble across a lot of trials of Game Pass where maybe we have to just like make new accounts or something and like, break open these trials. But we need to play a Game Pass roulette at the end of one of these episodes because you can actually, there's like a shuffle button in the Game Pass app.
That's wild.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, what do you want to play next? And you hit shuffle, and it shuffles the entire fucking library.
Oh my god.
And it's like, all right, here you go. You have to play Viva Pinata.
I feel like Netflix has an option like that too, and it's never correct.
I know, it shows me exactly what I don't feel like watching. I'm like, well, thank you, Netflix. I at least, in my indecisive life, I know I don't want to watch that.
Because like the real parallel in like Spotify, for example, if you hit shuffle, would be like not shuffling a playlist or a genre. It's like shuffling music.
Okay, I would shuffle the entire Spotify library if it let me.
I would too. I bet there would be some like really weird stuff.
I wonder how long it would take to get hit by Coco Melon.
Yeah. Probably pretty quick.
Or like finding your favorite song in a sea of all the songs. Wow.
Dang.
Well, I just want to see that work with video games.
Yeah. I'm going to shuffle everything.
Man, I'm glad we're leaving this episode with homework.
Yeah, it's kind of fun actually.
We should do this every single week with full priced games.
And like just 200-hour RPGs.
Oh god. Dude, I after we got off recording last time, I said I was going to go walk to the big tree in Dragon Quest. I went and walked to the city right beneath the tree.
Yeah,
Arborea?
Maybe, yeah.
Beautiful place.
It is, yeah.
Then I was like, you know what? I need to look at this on the TV. So I took the cartridge out, backed up my cloud save, slapped it in the TV switch. TV switch turns on, and I'm in the middle of a court case in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So I finished that case, and dog, that game is so good.
Great Ace Attorney Chronicles?
Yeah, the first trial is absolutely incredible.
Did you get back to Dragon Quest?
No. Yeah, you like that Dragon Quest story? I just like accidentally had to play Ace Attorney for a little bit.
Yeah, that was You really you threw a slider at me.
It's the slider full of slimes.
I swung at it and threw my shoulder out.
Yeah, so I still don't know what that city looks like on the TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you'll get there. Maybe that's my second recommendation. Just like get to that Yggdrasil tree.
I gotta be close though, right? Like this is the town.
It's like right there, dude.
They're like, come on, you gotta go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles was almost my recommendation, but like that's because I have recency bias going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So don't listen to that. And if you ever hear me screaming for Ace Attorney, don't listen to me. Don't give me Ace Attorney after midnight.
Yeah, don't enable James.
I'll turn into Miles Edgeworth.
Miles? Oh yeah, no.
You know, we have an episode calling him a bootlicker.
But he's not in Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, right?
No, I think it has to do with so the time period is it's a lot of like clans and like families.
Yeah.
So I think there's some lineage that ties back to the future characters. But right now, yeah, it's just like the very beginning of the Japanese court system.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fucking sick.
I guess I was just wondering if it was like a Dragon Ishin isekai.
Oh damn! I don't know why they didn't that. No, this is like real people in the Ace Attorney world.
Okay.
It's a historical piece.
Yeah.
Like Herlock Sholmes.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Who definitely existed.
Sorry, so I guess the Advanced Wars game is finally coming out. Are we getting that?
Maybe.
I don't know. Nintendo. I looked over at my screen to get Stone Cold. Like again for context, I've been staring at Stone Cold Steve Austin this entire episode.
Yeah.
So I finally decided to move it, and it threw an Advanced Wars trailer at me. Comes out on the Weed Day, so I wasn't sure if that's like a thing we do.
Well, normally Advanced Wars games come out during like a tragedy, like a war starting tragedy.
Yeah, it's like one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yeah, I think earlier in this episode we said that Horizon Zero Dawn has had the most unfortunate release schedule.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually Advanced Wars.
Yeah, I would go over the release, just like maybe look at some of the dates when when these games came out.
Yeah.
But most notably, they did just try and release this thing, and an actual war started. So,
but I wonder if they decided to drop it on the Weed Day, because like, we're chilling.
Yeah, because there's no way anyone's getting mad on the Weed Day. They're like, this is the safest we can do.
Yeah.
They should just change the name of the game.
Yeah.
Advanced Fun.
They should do like water guns and like water balloons.
Oh, instead of cigarettes, I think someone's smoking a cigarette on the cover. Give them lollipops.
Yeah.
Really
That'd be fun, dude.
Yeah, slap a 4Kids TV logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, this is our exit.
Yeah.
All right, we have homework. We'll be back next week to talk about the homework. And if any listeners want to play these games, you won't get anything out of it.
You can talk to us about it.
Yeah, but you'll fit in. This is your chance to hear other people talk about games that maybe you wanted people to talk about it with. So instead, we'll talk at you.
Leave a comment on this episode or next episode about how much you love Kuukiyomi. Consider it.
Yeah, and don't talk about Marvel. Talk about swinging. Talk about the spiders.
And I will. Cool. So you can find me richcrudel.tumblr.com.
Just go to the YouTube.
And just go to the YouTube, baby.
No, Beast Mode James at mstdn.games.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go back to bed.
I'm not gonna go back to bed, but we did make a bunch of cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna go eat those.
Ooh.
Ooh, and they're kind of shaped like
over?
bunnies. No, they're not vegan, so you're not invited.
Oh. Okay. Well,
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.